How's everybody doing? All right. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Alrighty. We have a major resistance right here, and then we've created a daily high. We tried to break it and failed. We tried to break it again and we failed, and now we tried to break it again, we failed. Are we going to continue up? If so, I want to see us break the high, come back and retest, and then continue up. That's what I would like to see to confirm that this resistance isn't going to be a problem for us because it is strong. This level is strong. I want to confirm that it's not going to be an issue. What's up, Jose? I caught this push on the Nas earlier. We really got to continue up here for me to be interested in some buys for on the NQ. So let's switch over to our analysis here on gold. Let's get started on the weekly. What's up, dude? What up, Sam? Today I actually had a losing day. Today I lost 125 pips. So if we're looking at our weekly here, we don't have a bottom wick on the weekly candle. Which means we could be coming down to grab liquidity for the weekly, right? But what happened here on this daily is daily came down, retested that weekly low, and then drove all the way back up, right? So we already had a retest of that low. So now we met all the minimum requirements to continue bullish. We've already retested that low. We've created a new higher low. And so yeah, on the higher time frame, everything is looking extremely bullish. We had a no top wick closure on this 4 hour though, which could be an issue because of the fact that we have so much resistance here. I would like a confirmed closure keeping us above the range, right? We had a closure above, the next candle immediately dumped. This is the second time we're closing above this very important level, right? So because of the fact that we're closing above this level already, I would like to see us continue up from here. And then this minor level here would likely be something I would watch out for. Shit does happen, bro. Shit does happen. How many pips to the top of the range here? We got 10 pips to the top of the range here. We've already hit the top of the range on XAU. But I was saying how depends on how much money you're making on your live account. Because yes, you are paying like $20 a month for TradingView and your live data. Give me a bottom wick first. Don't like how we didn't make a top wick here. A bottom wick first. But it is what it is. Pop, you piece of shit. I have to go break even here. XAU popped and gave me the move. Fucking, I'm not getting any no move here. Oh well. Let's keep it open. No, I caught that before stream on the 6:30 candle. Yeah, it's not the same move on XAU. I'm gonna just let it stay break even. On XAU, that's a much better move. Whoever took it on XAU, you're printing. You are printing, my friend. You are printing. You're a savage, Bougie. I love how we're looking at the same things, bro. Am I up 10 pips? I'm up 5 pips. We drove from my entry 13 pips on XAU and only 5 pips on futures. So look up. If we re-break the daily high on futures, this shit's gone. I'm up 10 pips now. We're at the daily high on futures. We're hovering there. I'm just gonna close here at 11 pips. So what's happening here? We're at the daily high. If we break, great, it'll continue driving. But we're at the daily high. We could see some rejection. This is a strong level of rejection. If this starts to reject, we're gonna see a much stronger move here on the future side. So I decided to cut it here on the future side because it's not driving the same amount. I only have 10 pips here when there's 15 total pips here from the entry, when there's 17 pips. So that's 7 pips behind the move here. So I just closed full there. Now that it's breaking the high, we're probably going to see an insane pop. But this is such a strong level of resistance that just because we're at the daily high, I want to see us break above, create support there. The same thing that we did here, right? I want to see it done here. I can take a flip up to catch this move here, boom, wait for the pullbacks, and then catch this move here again on the second drive up. So there's two moves that we could potentially catch. We just had a 15-minute closure. The 15 created a bottom wick, but we're respecting this resistance on gold here. We're respecting, very clean respecting. So I'm not interested in buys there right now. No top wick, no bottom wick. We're money printer probably setting up right here for sells. Anybody gonna take that? I took this trade based off XAU, not off of futures. I took this trade solely based off of this right here. The bougie scoop, the trend line break, the re-break of the high here, which coincided with the re-break of the daily high here on futures. So I considered this the daily high on futures. So I technically would have had a buy stop right here. And on futures, I set the buy stop there. So here, our entry would have gave us a total of 18 pips. So now it finally gave us here a full 24 pips. So maybe I should just wait a little bit longer for futures, right? To get that extra 10 pip push. It's still rejecting around the same time. Whoever took that money printer, you're up. You're up. So I'm up. What was that? 10? 34 pips tonight from this trade I took earlier to the trade that I took now. So on Nasdaq, the pip count is the same, but the dollar amount is half of what it is on gold on the micros or on the minis. Oh yeah, on the micros. What's that? The 15-minute. I'm looking to see how we respect this, because if we start to come up and re-break the highs, I think that's going to be the pop. I don't fucking know patterns, none of that shit. I know trends and I know price action. And I saw Wineland Trades taking a trade today, and he called this the bull flag breaking out. And I'm just like, fuck that. I'd rather respect the support. I mean, I don't know. I guess, bull flag breaking out if you want to make it super simple. But look, if you would have just took a bull flag breakout, the same setup you took here with this candle, you would have been in drawdown. So it's not always valid. That's why candle patterns and all that stuff. Look, this is a perfect example of why candle patterns are not always valid. And it depends on where you are in the market. We had the same pattern right here. Why did this one give us the drive and this one didn't give us the drive? Why? Because there's context behind why this one gave us the drive. We rebroke the daily high. We came down and respected the previous range. We came up and we closed back into the new range. We closed back below the range, giving us a range 1 fake out. We know we're bullish for the day, so to get a proper sell, we're going to have to get that range 2 breakout for the sells. So the range 1 failed to break out. Price closed back into range, telling you, okay, cool. We're now confirming the fake out, closing back into range, and you just use maybe a little trend line or a little bougie scoop to get the entrance, or the 5-minute flip, or the 5-minute closure, or whatever. Any of those little mini confirmations to get your little entry, and you have your entry for the move, right? The same kind of idea here, but we're at a major resistance. So why would you not have market executed a trade here, right? Doesn't make any sense to market execute a trade here when we're at a very strong level of resistance. You're better off waiting for the daily to break the high, pop up, give you that pullback, and then re-break that high for a continuation. And even if it starts to pull back, we know price doesn't pull back off of one candle, and we have a lot of very strong ranges here where we can take some pullbacks off of. Our daily range is only 86 pips. So if you want to have a large stop loss, you can hold all the way to the daily lows, and you have plenty of range to come back up. We're ending the war in Ukraine. We're coming into negotiations with Russia. So that tells me that gold is most likely going to do the opposite of what it did last time. 1 second. Drop a like, chat. I keep forgetting to add all of the market mechanics stuff into here. Hey, yo, you guys gotta keep me accountable. I went to the gym today and I did like 2 workouts and I said, fuck that, I feel dead. And I went to the sauna for 20 minutes and came back home. I did a pussy ass workout. And sometimes, like, you see your friends there and you're like, oh, cool, maybe some motivations. I'm going to show them how much I can lift now. I've progressed since the last time they saw me. And even then, I was just like, fuck, I don't even feel like talking to you, bro. I said, what's up? I kept my music real loud. I gave them a couple fist bumps. And I said, I gotta go, bro. I'm in a rush. I go through those spurts. And then through the times where I'm not really feeling it, um, I at least do what I did today, where I did some biceps, I did another tricep workout. I was supposed to do arms today. I did a shoulder workout, and then I was like, oh fuck, I've done like 6 or 7 sets. I'm dead. And then I did some dips. I tried to do some L-sit dips. Market Mechanic was telling me to try those. So I was trying to do some L-sit dips, and I'm not flexible, bro. I'm not flexible at all. I can't even touch my toes. So I couldn't even do them. I can do like 40 or 50 dips, like straight, nonstop. Hey, what did you set in the mindset? Hit the gym, avoid the drama, smell nice, make money, level up your circle, talk less, pray more, think highly of yourself. Facts. And in all honesty, bro, it really is that easy. Because even though I didn't feel like working out, I could have just continued the workout. I could have just done it. And it would have been much better than just leaving. Like, I spent like maybe 45 minutes watching reels on my phone. If you take those 45 minutes and you put them into something productive, how much better are you going to be at life? I think about that all the time, bro. Like, today I got home early, and then I spent like an hour just laying down on my phone. And I'm like, what the fuck did I just do? And that's when I got up and I just went to the gym. I'm like, at least I went to the fucking gym. Yeah, motivation is almost like it's not gonna get you anywhere as much as discipline. It's like my dad, and it's like a big flaw that a lot of my family members have. And in Spanish, we call it somebody embullado. That means that they have so much motivation and excitement to get something done, and then when the time comes to get it done, they're like, I kind of don't feel like doing it. But then before the time comes, the motivation and the excitement is like through the roof and extraordinary, and you're like, wow, this person's gonna it's gonna take over the world. And then the time comes, and they're like, I'm not that interested anymore. And that's something in Spanish that we call embullado. Today was football for me, 3 days a week in the gym and 2 days a week playing football. And on top of that, football, intermittent fasting 18 hours per day for 5 days a week. Yeah, that's good, bro. It's like it's okay to fall off the wagon for a week, a few days, but you gotta hop back on. You gotta hop back on, dude. But bougie, even that, I was like, don't even look at me. I'm not even getting a pump right now. I'm so like dehydrated. I think so, bro. I'll give you an example. And I've given this example many times, and I just prove it to myself over and over. When I don't journal, go to the gym, and wake up early, I don't have a morning routine or none of that shit. But when I don't go to the gym, journal, or wake up early, my trading is shit. It's trash. Horrible. Last month, I didn't journal. I barely went to the gym. And I woke up late almost every day. And my trading was trash. The final 3 weeks that I've been back at the gym, back working out, 8 o'clock closure. I brought my account back to break even, and I've taken losses and managed those losses so good that I'm proud of myself on how well I'm managing these losses and staying afloat and positive on the account. So we just had an hourly closure above the range here. We're getting a bottom wick now. Where can we get a bottom wick to? The previous range, right, is like right over here. But this is a lot of volume, right? A lot of volume. The 15 closed bearish though. We're on a downtrend on the 5-minute time frame. We have a support right here on the 5-minute time frame. Is this breaking the trend? Yeah, we completely broke the trend here. And we're starting to come down now after rejecting the daily high, maybe to create a steeper bottom wick. This is too fast of a push for me to take something. Let's get a confirmation here. Let's wait for a decent closure. Our hourly has a decent top wick already. We already have decent wicks. So let's just get some pullbacks and then pushes for continuation, right? We just closed below. Let's see if we can get a nice pullback and then a rebreak of the low. And that would be very interesting. That would be very interesting. Let's get a pullback. Come on. Don't keep dumping. We're at the daily open where price originally dumped from. So we might not get that pullback. Oh, of course. There's the only thing wrong with being fat is what it's doing to your body, because health is subjective, or beauty is subjective, right? I know plenty of dudes that prefer fat girls. That's just what they like, and they think skinny girls look weird, and they don't fuck with skinny girls. They just don't. They prefer big girls. But yeah, I have a couple of friends that we call them chubby chasers, and that's just what they prefer. And hey, bro, all power to you. More meat for you. But the only thing wrong with that is what it's doing to your body. When you're 200-300 pounds and you have to walk around with that extra 100-pound sack on your body, brother, that's hard. Couple minutes for a 5-minute closure. What's the 3-minute doing here? Do we have structure on the 3-minute? No, but we just had a closure. We're getting structure that's forming. Let's confirm this is not a fake out and give it time to move around and see what happens here. I have a lot of support here on my end, but there's no support here on this end. So how many pips to the top of the range here? 45. I'm up 35 pips for the night. So that's not bad if I get hit or stopped out. We already rebroke the high plenty of times. How many pips do I have till here? We have 1 minute for this 5 closure. And we're still gonna need a top wick on that 5. So let's wait. What up, Chris? Yeah, I'm not trying to stay. I'm trying to gain like another. Okay, that's clean. Are we gonna re-break the low here? I'm gonna have a sell stop on my end. How are you, Chris? Top wick first. Okay, this is still valid if we come down and re-break the lows. What'd you guys get today? I know you guys had a banger day. I had a losing day today. Hmm. Price is really moving in this area. What's it gonna do? So on the hourly time frame, we have respected this resistance and we're starting to come down, but we did close above. Is this gonna be? I'm gonna delete my sell stop here, right? This might be the higher low before a continuation to the upside. So let's see. Let's see what happens. If we tap this SMA and then reject immediately and start to re-break the low, I'll turn on my sell stop again. I have that same shower head as market mechanic. I don't know if you're listening. The only bad thing about them is that the little nipples on them, they start to get clogged up and then the water starts to shoot sideways. So then you turn your water on to warm it up, and if your toilet's next to your shower and you're taking a shit real quick before taking a shower, yeah, in plumbing they're called shower nipples. Um the little square, it's like a square shower head with a bunch of tiny little nipples, and the water shoots out really like nicely, but sometimes they get clogged because of the sediment in your water heater, and then out of nowhere they'll start shooting sideways. So you turn your water on just to you turn your water on to warm it up, and then you like take a dump real quick, and then out of nowhere you're getting water sprinkling on the top of your head. That's the downside to those shower heads, fancy shower heads. Yeah, I'm looking for sales. On the 1 minute, it's looking clean for the money printer to come down off these levels here, right? But I really want that break of the low. How many pips here to the low? We have about 8 pips here. I really want that break of the low, because that break of the low will push us into this clean range here. And we have at least 13 pips, 20, almost 20 pips before. I don't know about market executing a sell though. Oh yeah, bro. In construction, the names are funny. Like in construction, we call these wooden structures, we call them studs. How about the buys? Scalper? Depends where you bought from. If you were taking like a trend line entry and you took the retest right here and your entry is down here, you're good for your buys, right? Because it already drove 10 pips. You can be somewhere around break even. You have an opportunity, but I'm looking for sells mainly. The higher time frame starting to close, respecting the resistance here. We had a major downtrend here. We broke the trend line on our way down. The 5 minute closed below. The 5 minute is respecting this resistance, maintaining itself below with this next 5 minute closure. So if we get a top wick respecting this resistance still, and then another re-break of the low, that would be valid sells. But we could be using this as the lower high, right? So we could be using this as the lower high, which means if price does start to come up and close above here, we could be looking for buys for a continuation. So we're at a pivot point right now, basically is what I'll call it. And price is either going to pivot up or down from here. So we have to see how it's forming on the smaller time frame to see if we can make a proper decision, right? When price is coming down, you want price to continue making lower lows, lower highs. But if we re-break this high here and make a higher high and a higher low here, that's not valid anymore. Like if we make a support here, we just created a higher low. So we got to see what's going on here. Look at all these candles. Look at how price is just not wanting to move out of this level. So that means we could either get a massive dump down, or when it finally does break those levels, it'll continue up. So it's the same thing that I talked about here, how this move here gave us this push, but when you took that same move and you tried it here, it failed. It's because this is a decision-making level. We're already in the middle of the range. Price already made its decision to continue up. We're at a decision-making level. You can't take candle patterns because candle patterns don't make decisions. Candle patterns give you an entry after price has made its decision. See, look, right now we're creating support here. So market executing sells is not good. So the 5-minute time frame is still open though. The 5-minute can still be coming up to grab a top wick and then flip bearish. On the 5 it still looks good. On the 15 it still looks good. But on the 1-minute is the only one where we're starting to see some support being formed. Nice. I need to make a smoothie before bed. I have strawberry flavored water squirters, and I'm just gonna get some strawberry Greek yogurt, mix it with a half a cup of milk, some of the strawberry flavored squirter. Yeah, your buys look good here, bro. If your entry was down here at that trend line breakout, right? And all caps is the only way that I can read his message, bro. I don't know how to read in lowercase. Nah, chat's manageable. I can read chat. Sometimes I'm talking and I don't see what you guys are saying, but for the most part, I pay attention. You're on MGC then here. I don't have that same setup here. I guess I kind of do have that same setup, but I don't have that resistance on this side to line myself off of for a closure. The resistance is much higher up here. Sub to your channel during Wix's stream. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my bro. We caught a nice trade here. Damn, bro. Hell yeah. I appreciate you. Depending on what time you shouted me out, I was on go mode, bro. I was on go mode, bro. Look at this. This was my day today on the Nasdaq. So when we had the news dump, right? I took sells here. I shorted here, bam. And then I shorted here again, bam. And then on this push down, I was still like 60 pips negative, which I was like, nah, I'm not closing. And then I held, and then once we rebroke this high here, once I saw that we had this closure, that this candle came down, created a bottom wick, and it didn't continue driving, and it didn't continue down, I set my stop loss on the break of this high here, And what happened, bro? Price fucking flew for like 225 pips. So what did I do? I waited. I took a short here. Bam. I caught 50 pips. On this pullback here, on the second short, I caught 24 pips. On the second push down here, I caught another 50 pips. And then on the second short down here, I caught another 50 pips. So I caught 50, 24, 50, 50 after losing 250 here. So I'm still down for the day because the 250 here was on a stacked position, so it's technically like 480 maybe. And then I made back here on single positions 170. So I was fucking grinding all the way till 11 in the morning. I was on go mode. I was in drawdown. I took a loss, and then within 10 minutes, I was in another trade. Within 10 minutes, I was in another trade. 15 minutes later, I was in another trade. 5 minutes later, I was in another trade. So I was just killing it nonstop. Sells buys. Let's see what the beat is. We're still approaching the daily high. We attempted to come down for the daily low and failed. But everything is still looking bearish. The 15 is still looking bearish. The 15 just closed bearish. We just tapped the SMA here. The 15 is flipping bearish after closing back down into range. Bearish. On the 30, hourly is bearish. 4 hours about to flip, which means the daily is about to flip. If we start to re-break that level there, and what happened when the daily first opened right here, the daily dumped immediately to the lows. So maybe if this was like the money printer, I could have took a sell. Like we're probably gonna see a dump here. Let's see, we created some support here. So sells are 100% valid. I'm just trying to see how I can get in. Let's see how I can get in. Damn, we closed bullish here on this 15 and we broke down. If we flip bullish, that's going to be the celery play, which is a nice celery, but here it's more bearish. So, yeah, I'm going to have to wait for proper confirmation. Like, market structure shift, lower low, lower high. If we continue to re-break the low here, I mean, we have room to continue down. So waiting for this low to be broken, we still have some room. That being said, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. Damn, that 5-minute closure with no bottom wick, you pussy. Alright, let's see if we can get a pullback and get some structure formed here before continuing sales down. I saw you, Jay. You took that. You savaged. That was a beautiful trade. I was trying to see how I can get an entry there, but I couldn't see an entry for myself.
Yeah, I took it at 29.0620 on spot, and I just closed at 29.0460, and then I took another sell, but I closed way too early at 29.0380, and it went down another 10 pips. I was like, all right, close, that's fine. So let's see a retracement. Hopefully that we can get back in. But
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
yeah, I took it because the 5 had no bottom wick, so that was just beautiful. But now it just went straight down without a top wick on the 5. And so now I just wait based on what you were thinking. That's why I was asking those questions. Like, okay, I'm seeing the same thing. All right, cool. So I just had more of a confidence to be able to take that sell. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem, bro. And then that's what this is all about. And that's exactly what this is all about. Such a clear example. um So the Nasdaq did fly up. So now there was a trader that I was watching this morning. They ran a poll and everybody on their chat said the Nasdaq was gonna keep flying up. And I was like, if all of them said it's gonna go up, what are the chances that it just dumps? Let's see how smart her audience is. And the Nasdaq did continue up. I had to buy pre-market or 15 minutes before market closed here. I took 10 pips and then I closed, but it ran for like fucking 30. And then I took 20 pips out of this little range here. This is what I posted on Discord. I took a screen recording of it. If we do start to re-break the lows, that's clean. Can I follow your breakdown on XAU USD? Yes, sir. The only thing is that I charge 1 Bitcoin per breakdown. Futures is a little different. Let's see here. I'm gonna go break even here. I didn't quite see 10 pips on here. That's gay. Yeah, we just hit those ranges there. This is where we could reverse from if we don't keep plummeting down. Let's bring this up a little more exact. That took me out break even. On futures here, we saw 12 pips. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm not charging nothing for breakdowns. Breakdowns are for the free.
He does charge something for the breakdown. It's a like and a sub.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, sir. Damn, no bottom wick on this 5-minute closure too. So whack. That's probably why it pulled back so steep. But a rebreak of the low. We've already filled this 15-minute range though. But we're coming down to the daily. This 15-minute range is strong. We rejected it. Yeah, that was where the break-even point was, so nothing I can do for that. It might still keep coming down though. If this does re-break the low once again, it might be just targeting the full fill of the daily wick down. Let's see what we can do on this 30-minute closure. I don't want it to re-break the low, but it would kind of have to close below here. Maybe not. We broke it once. Maybe we the second re-break. It's a little tough here. What's up, Aegis? But if we re-break the low here and close below here, we'll be too close to the daily low and it might just continue down. That's the little situation that I'm seeing right now. If we did get a bearish closure here, a top wick, and then a flip bearish, we would have to go break even again by this support because this support is just so strong. So if we take the flip down, we only have like 15-20 pips of range. Closing below, but not quite breaking the daily low top wick and then re-breaking the daily low would be the most ideal position. So if we get this to the wick, it breaks down, closes below, and then the next candle comes up and then plummets down somewhere across these levels, we can take some wick entries. It might still drive, right? It's respecting this area on futures very strongly. Damn. Is he gonna drive after wicking me out, break even by 3 pips? I'm gonna wait the minute for the 30 closure. You're better off waiting for the higher time frame. Thirty seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. $30-minute is closing. This 30-minute is closing. Money printer style setup on the support. Not good. Good thing you stopped me out. I don't like that. And this is coming down with the bottom wick first. No bueno. Trash price action. Actually, no. What am I saying? I'm an idiot. That's good price action. Yes, sir. I'm up 35 pips for the night. Pretty good, if you ask me, brother. Alright. Man, the rebreak of the low here is not very interesting. We respected. And we respected so close. And rejected once again. The ideal entry was here on the daily flip. For 27 pips. And these are things that you sample size live, right? We know this level is an area of interest. If price is flipping bearish or starting to come down for a wick fill, we might be able to have a sell stop here at the daily low, knowing that once the daily opened earlier, what happened as soon as it opened? We wicked up and then immediately plummeted 60 pips. Or 50 pips. 42. Let's get a 5-minute closure below. I don't know if you guys trade the Nasdaq or not. Let me delete that right now. And give it a minute. I want to get that closure below this range here. That range is too strong. We just had a 5-minute closure above all the ranges. What kind of pullback are we getting here? We had a 5-minute closure here respecting. Yeah, I'm going to keep my buy stop here. Hmm. That's very tricky on gold here. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Have a good night, dog. The scalper. Thank you for showing up, bro. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you for showing up, for dropping a like. If you could subscribe, that would be awesome. I'm here to provide value and to give a little insight on how I trade a little bit. Wow, that gave me 20 ticks in a second and then pulled back instantly. That's such clean traffic. Such clean traffic. It's already 4 a.m., bro. Wow. And you're here watching me, dude? I appreciate you. I salute you, dude. Let's get a rebreak of the high here. We're getting decent structure. We have a nice wick fill. Any of you guys take those buys on gold? We're having a little struggle fest here, huh? Today's Asian low was tapped into yesterday's Asian high resistance on the 15-minute. You see it go up from there. Seeing historic price action like that and seeing the highs and lows of the previous day and taking them into account when you're taking a trade is very interesting. That's one of the things that I don't do. I don't take the previous day's highs and lows into account, or see if we swept the previous day's highs or the previous day's lows, because usually that indicates liquidity, that indicates a drive, it indicates momentum. Nice. Yeah, well, on these iffy ranges, 10, 20 pips is the way to go. I saw 20 pips here for a second and I didn't close, and that's probably why I'm still in drawdown right now. We have a 15-minute closure coming up. The good target there is to 29.04. Yeah, right. Let's get if I get this closure around 21,908 on futures for my Nasdaq trade. Get a pop to the rebreak of the highs. 1 minute left for this 15-minute to close. If this 15-minute closes below this white line for me, that would be closing below the range, and I would be expecting a top wick on the next 15 before a continuation to the downside. And then I would likely try to close at break even or like at minus 10 pips on that top wick if we close below. So on this 15-minute for buys, this level is just tough. It might just play out in the last 15 seconds. Depends how this 15 closes. If we close with no top wick here, respecting this resistance, that's a tough buy. So we're hovering around this resistance here. We're not closing above here on my end. So we didn't close above. Prices come, what are you gonna do? You're gonna come down for a bottom wick first or a top wick? We're reaching daily lows here. We're about to re-break the daily high here. I would probably be in some gold entries if I wasn't here on the Nasdaq entries. I can't manage two at the same time. These gold re-break of the daily highs looks much cleaner than on the Nasdaq. See, we're still respecting market structure here on the Nasdaq, but the 15 closed respecting, so that's the tough part. See if we can get a pop-up. Yeah, if price does break these lows here, it's when I'll consider it a dead trade. These are 9 a.m. highs here.
Do you have enough leverage in order to pineapple on Nasdaq?
Yeah, the price here is different, so it's half the price of gold on the minis. So 56 pips on the Nasdaq is like 25 on gold.
Oh, okay. So the lows that you have there.
So I'm risking 149 pips, which is cut that in half, 75 pips. So yeah, I can pineapple, but we're respecting here on the higher time frame, so I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it looks like it could be doable here. You're looking at a three-legged pattern. It's pushing down now, but it might be pushing up later on. So I'm thinking maybe a pineapple to get you out when you're at minus 70 pips or something.
Yeah, I have a couple of good areas where I can try to get out. We completely closed above the previous major resistance, all this entire gap, and we're forming support and ranging within this level here, which is what's important for me. If we can maintain these up above these levels, I think we're still solid to retest these highs here. And at least get to here, but that's why my TP is right here. It almost hit my TP. It was like a wick away from hitting my TP. But let's see. Gotta be patient. It's all good. I brought this account out of $1,000 drawdown. Basically 500, 600. No, it was like 1,000 something pips drawdown. Back to break even. So I'll be okay. Gold is still looking sweet here. Closure above here on the 5-minute. Bottom wick. Push up. Rebreak of the high. That looks good. I missed those buys. I was looking at Eddie's trade. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry my drawdown is entertaining. Technically, pip-wise, I'm up a lot. But on my biggest losses were like revenge losses where I stacked and I took like a 50 pip loss on like 5 stacked positions. So in reality, it's 150 pips, but it was only a small 50 pip move that destroyed me before driving the other way. So on my notes, I'm up all time in pips. So I'm just trying to get down my my risk management here on these prop firm accounts and fucking send it. Like Ike from yesterday. Ike is such an inspiration, bro. 15 accounts today, $200 across 15 accounts, 3,800 bucks or something like that profit. The accounts are like halfway to payout. So another 2 weeks, week and a half, and then he's got $1,000 payout across 15 accounts. Come on, Nasdaq, give me 1,000 pip push up. Hit my TP. Is Nasdaq US Tech 100 the same? Yes, I believe so. So that's the same thing that happened here before price drove up this entire move. It didn't give me a single pineapple entry until this sell here. So it didn't give me an entry until 175 pips. But it eventually came back and almost retested it, giving me enough pullback for a steep pineapple, but I cut my loss out here. This is so clean to take buys on the rebreak of the highs. But I'm stuck in this trade. I didn't see that hourly level. Hourly closure in 4 minutes. Hourly closure in 4 minutes. How's your guys' night? See a lot of BEs in the chat. I'm gonna redo my chart with the 4-hour closure here. 1 minute, 2 minutes for the 4-hour closure. Are we gonna dump or are we gonna pump? Come on, give us some volume, dude. My dude. What's up, Dev? You are currently watching the Drawdown FX channel. The Drawdown Effectuals. Hey, yo, what? Beef? What's Beef doing? Oh, Drawdown FX. Let's see. Candles are moving. Seven seconds. On the flip of this, yeah. We're probably gonna get a steep 4-hour bottom wick. That's the thing that's gonna might take me out here. If it does flip. So we just had the hourly closure. The hourly is coming down for a bottom wick first. The hourly is coming down for a bottom wick. This 30-minute close bullish respecting the support here. 15-minute close bearish. If we can get a bottom wick to here, I can take a pineapple entry. Give me a pineapple entry. Come on. 15 pips. What are you guys looking for? Buys look good. Maybe on the re-break of that 1 minute high. You're just gonna dump here, huh? See where this hourly bottom wick is gonna be at. 88 pips during Asian. I'm currently down 78 pips. Jay, you're fucking killing it. %. 100%. We're not quitters. Another good example, Ike lost like 800 bucks on the PA and then grinded it back in like 3 days. This is where I'm going to take a pineapple. And then if we do start to re-break all of these lows here, then I'll just manually close. I'm not going to hold for a trillion pips, you feel me? So let's see what it do here. That was a dump. That was a...
Yeah, but that was a great dump. It should be coming back up. It should be good. What's your BE on that?
My B is on the hourly flip. Hourly top wick.
On the hourly top wick at 846, 21,846.
It's different on futures.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. I'm looking at the Nasdaq 100. Come on, it's go up for Eddie. Don't fuck around.
Let's see what it do here. It just rebroke that low again.
I see the 5 mil top wick though. It hasn't broken the low on my end here, so it's just playing around with it. Right. Yeah, I just broke the low.
Also, that means that mine might come down now and break the low again.
Well, I'm seeing here you have about 10-point difference between the strong resistance that I'm seeing there that I created about 2 hours ago. I mean, it's looking like a copy paste of the previous patterns since market open after it pumped up at 645. I mean, it's honestly a little tough, so hopefully this run-up will help you get the hell out.
I agree.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I'm not trading gold. I'm with you looking at it.
I agree. I appreciate you. Yeah, you're up 80 pips. That's a savage night on Asian.
Yeah, no, I've been doing decent these days. I got 240 in New York this morning, 250 yesterday in New York. I'm like up 2,000 pips or something like that since last Thursday. Trading. Yeah. I just had a withdrawal process today.
Beautiful.
Taking time to process because it's
beautiful, bro.
So, yeah. So
that's such a good feeling, bro. Especially when you come back from the loss and you made it back, and then you get to the withdrawal process, and you're like,
yeah, you did.
You're like, all right, I just gotta continue trusting myself, trusting the plan, and trusting the analysis, and not overdoing it, and just doing exactly what I'm doing, what the plan says. No more, no less.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just, listening to the Wix during the session. I'm listening to you as to what, your insight is, and then I take those positions. I learned my lot to be able to help me do that, but it's still, decent. So when I take 2 positions, it pumps, and it adds up, and you're like, holy shit, at the end of the year, like, geez, that's how much, and you go and calculate number first, you're like, this is insane. And I'm just on a high right now. I'm just on a high, but I'm not taking stupid positions. That's the difference from when I was doing it 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's where the big difference comes, when your streaks come in and you're like, oh shit, this is like easier than I thought. And you're like, it's really this easy to just follow the plan and to just be patient. Like it gets baffling, because then you're like, oh fuck, like winning that much doesn't give you as much emotions as like taking one big loss. Because you're like, oh no, I can't believe that I'm winning this much. It's
I took a massive loss about 2 weeks ago. And it was a mistake of mine, but I've made it back and more. So when you're on those highs and you're continuously winning, you gotta be careful to not say, okay, yeah, I can do this, I've got this. No, I'm just gonna take the same positions that I normally take. It's very difficult, bro, because God knows I have so much FOMO, and I'm just like biting my fingers. Once the days I just shut off my laptop, I just go away. I don't look at the messages. I don't look at anything. It's so difficult. It's really tough. And then I'm seeing messages like once in a while somebody tags me in, and I'm like, damn. I mean, why'd you keep trading at noon or 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. if it wasn't the signal, for example? It's just like, get the hell out. You made your money. Screw. You can't make it all back in one day. Yeah. I might have had a 50K loss one day. Doesn't mean I'm going to make it back in one day. With same thing, your same thing. You were down 250 today, you made back 175. That's great. Then you got to know there's another 75 to make back, and that's just step by step. So.
Yeah, and like when I took the loss, I was like, no, there's still so much opportunities today. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take like a 15-minute break, go do a couple of things, and then I'll be right back. And then I came back, 9:30, or sorry, what was it, like 10 o'clock came around, and then that's when the positions started coming in, and I was like, if I would have just called it at the first loss of the night, I would have not made back the majority of the loss. within 2 hours of taking the loss. And they were all instant profit positions, no drawdown, pure instant profit. I took 3 screenshots. I'll send them into the Discord later. Just all pure profits. Every candle that I was in was the one candle that drove. Every single candle that I was in. I took 4 trades. 3 of them were 50 pips, and then 1 of them was 24 pips.
There you go, man. You know, if you take a loss, depends on where you are during the day. If you're tired, if you're exhausted, if you're seeing things that are not there, then stop. But if it's at the beginning, and then when you little bougie, and
have a good night, brother.
when you're trying to make up the loss, but not revenge trading, you're actually just taking the right positions. That's a different thing. It's a different mindset. You really have to focus and concentrate on that. And bro, that is so difficult to do, but once you do it, it becomes very profitable. Bro, it's good rejecting on Nas exactly where you are, where you took pineapple. So that's perfect. So you should be good for it to come back up. If I were you, I'd close when you're at BE. But I mean, I'm seeing the SMMA right now, the 10 and the 50 are showing bearish momentum. So hopefully it keeps projecting the level where you got the pineapple. And then keeps pumping up from there. Hopefully it'll give you a chance to get out, but God, there's no fucking volume right now.
Yeah. Where's the SMA down here is so low. It might just come all the way down here and keep coming up. Yeah, we just formed so much support here that we still have a decent chance. Another closure below, coming down to retap that level once again. Let's see, are we going to break through or are we going to fake out? It's looking almost identical on the levels. Just the numbers are off by 100, by 110.
Yeah, I'm seeing it like pushing down. That's the problem. It keeps trying to retest the lows here.
Yeah.
If it holds, you have a chance. If not, you got to take the loss at some point. But
So did we officially break those lows? No, it's equal lows now, which is not good.
Yeah, it keeps retesting it. I see it. It's exactly. It almost touched the alarm that I have, but it keeps retesting and rejecting. You have a 15 closure.
I took another pineapple here.
10 seconds.
Because if it does start to re-break the low, that's gonna be it. So I'll risk like maybe 20 pips on that second pineapple. But if this is the reversal here, we have a good chance to continue up.
Hopefully you have a little bit of a bottom first. Yeah, it's coming down first.
So I'm looking.
Hopefully,
so we have this area up here, right? Where's the next area we can tap? Probably here before continuing to come down. Worst case, it'll tap something like here. But if depending on the structure that is forming on the way up, we'll see. I'll continue to hold.
I mean, it's been printing side by side for a while. It didn't break the lows. It retested it a few times. It's been at it for the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, I would like to see a top wick on this hourly, or at least an attempt to make a top wick on the hourly, right? At least an attempt. So an attempt to make a top wick on the hourly would put me in profit.
But it's not far away. It's 10 minutes away on my end here. It's not far away. It's definitely doable. But if that happens, I would put yourself at break even.
This is 3 entries, so if it does hit 10 pips at 3 entries, that's 30 pips. I'll probably just close it.
You have a second pineapple one?
Or maybe if I do, damn, it's because it's futures and I have an entry all the way up here. So if it does go 10 pips in profit and I close 5 of the entries, it's not going to close 90% of the entries in profit. It's going to close this one at a loss. It's going to close this one at a loss. And then it's going to leave one of this one in profit. So it's going to close my bad fill at a loss. It's going to close this one at break even. And then it's going to close one of this one in profit and leave only one all the way down here as the runner. That's the shitty part about futures. I can't.
So weird.
Yeah, it closes your bad fills first.
What the hell? I mean,
You can get around that.
No, you can't wait until you're all the way back up.
Right.
It doesn't refill it and flip on the hour.
You can get around that if you're trading.
There's no pocket fall. Yeah.
Yeah, the only way you can get around that is if what's it called, I think you're trading on AMP, and on AMP, because it's using MT5, you're allowed to what's it called, you're allowed to close individual entries. It allows you to close individual entries. Even though it merges them all together, it still allows you to close individual entries. So in that case, I would be able to, like, you know how Wix will take an entry, then the pineapple, then he'll take a pineapple, and then once price goes back to his original position, he'll close the first one at break even, and then put the pineapple at break even, and then just let it rock. So basically getting rid of the first bad entry. On futures, if I try to do that, it would close the bad one at break even, but it has to be at break even. Let's say it's not at break even and it's all the way up here, it'll close it out negative. One time I had like 6 positions running in profit, like 15 pips, but this entry was still negative and I closed 5. It brought my average all the way down. It basically gave me break even profit because of the drawdown that I was in, and then it left that one entry all the way down there. So if that entry went back to break even, then I would have lost like 50 pips because it closed one.
You close the last one?
No, you have to. It only lets you close in bulk. So let's say I close 4 positions in bulk right now. It'll close these 2 up here and then one of these 2, whatever the worst number is.
Then now, that sounds shady, but then I'm saying the 5 is pushing up. It created the bottom with first. It retested the lows, never broke through. It tested the lows and stayed exactly as what it was from the other low there. And it's pushing up. So you were so close to be, but so if we see where he says minus 16 ticks, if we see that in profit, you might still close everything and it might still keep one of your positions open.
No, if I
close everything out.
If I press this and I close all out, it'll close all of my positions. But you see how I put 5 up here? Let's say I see 10 pips in profit and I close 5. It might not close 5 of them in profit and leave 1 running right here at this level. I don't have an entry at this level. This is the average of all my entries. You see? I have entries. I have entries here, I have entries here, and I have entries here. But I don't have any entries here. So even if I close 5 of the entries and leave a runner, I don't have any entries here. So it's going to leave the runner down here, or all the way up here. So it's not going to leave the runner up here, and it's not going to leave the runner down here. It's going to leave only this runner, which means it's going to close these upper positions negative. These runners are supposed to make up for this position in negative.
That's so stupid. But so right now we're seeing minus 4 ticks. If you're going to be at plus 5 and you close it, that'll close everything out though in profit. Overall, that would be the idea.
Yeah.
You want to hold it until it goes back to your original first position and close that, and then manually adjust and do whatever.
No, if I hold to my original position, then I would be 6 positions, 50 pips in profit. Yeah. Wow, is this gonna wick my break even and then fucking dump?
Yeah, the 5 is closing.
No top wick.
And the 5 just closed, sorry. There's a mini top wick, but it's better than anything. Created the top wick first, it's coming down. So hopefully it's just a retest.
It does.
Lift off the 10 SMMA, not the SMA, the SMMA.
What is that?
Smooth moving average.
I have no idea what that is, brother.
Don't worry about it. But it looked right off it and it came back down once it rejected there. So hopefully it breaks through. If it breaks through it, then you should be golden.
I have a regular SMA. What's the difference? What's the difference?
I see, but I see pushing up though. You're at about 5 points away from where you would need to be, so it should keep pushing up from what I'm seeing here. I just don't know how far up, because you do have about.
I just closed.
Oh, that's break even.
Minus 4 pips.
That's a beat, man.
Yeah,
Congrats.
I'm basically
Congrats,
break even.
man.
Yeah.
Nice job. Nice job.
30 minutes before the
57
closure.
anyway, so.
Yeah, no,
Bravo to you for sure on that.
yeah, this could be the money printer tapping into the 15-minute resistance right here. So I see that sell play going on right now. So I'm not gonna, even if it does come back up all the way back up after respecting this low, which it very well can. Too much brain damage.
Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing it possibly be able to push up another 5 or 10 points on Nasdaq. So, I mean, you could have held technically, but I'm glad that you closed it.
I'm more interested in gold right now.
You're just like, get me the hell out. Get me the hell out.
I'm more interested in gold right now. If we start to re-break this high here.
Yeah, it's doing it, but it's been there for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know. If it breaks it, we'll have about 20, 30 pips.
We just got the first wick above here on futures. So I don't know if... Nah, fuck that. I'll keep trading. I'm not a pussy.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. Because if this flips bullish, we have 8 minutes for this 30-minute to close. The 30-minute has a nice bottom wick. We have quite a bit of highs here. Because here we already broke, right? And here we didn't. So I could be hinting at something. Yeah, it's being gay. I'm not interested. I would have had to held 6 positions and draw, or 3 positions and draw down maybe another 15 pips. Fuck that. Then I would have been tweaking. Where it was 1 pip away from my break even, and then it dumps another 20 pips. Nah, I would have been tweaking. Tap, flip bullish. That's a beautiful trade. Tap, flip bullish, and drive like a motherfucker. That's a beautiful trade. This is just a strong level here. Which is 9 pips away, huh? What's the DXY doing? We're coming back to retest the low. The DXY doesn't have an hourly bottom wick. If this comes down to create an hourly bottom wick with the momentum, it would be pushing back down the hourly lows, and it could be pushing us down here, which could mean gold will continue going up. So, that's not gold. So, gold might continue coming up here if the DXY can continue plummeting down and break its hourly low. What up, Loss? You just seen your boy come out of 150 pips of drawdown and come out break even. Entry 1, entry 2, bang bang, chitty bang. I was contemplating taking 2 more entries here at this very low, which could have put me fully in profit, but just because I was so close to stop loss there, that it makes perfect sense to just add a couple of entries when I'm only risking like 20 more pips. That's not a big deal. Five-minute just closed. We closed Doji respecting. Piece of shit. Doji respecting. Yes, sir. We happy to see Santos in the community. That's the thing, bro. This community is not the same as all these other communities. It's not the same. Not even close to being the same. I've been part of other trading discords. And none of them are like this one. $30-minute closure coming up. 30-minute closure coming up. We're still closing above all these levels. We're so fucking bullish. Yeah, I'm gonna have a buy stop here on the break of that high. You guys hear that? There's a fucking cat outside my fucking door meowing. Oh, this has got no bottom wick. It looks like we came down and tried to grab a bottom wick for it. I'm gonna wait for the 30 closure. Fuck it. Yeah, it looks like NQ is driving up. Oh well, break even. Better safe than sorry. This is just too clean. Too close. Too close. Don't be impatient. Bottom wick. And then a rebreak of that high. That's too clean. Let's give it some time. There's too much going on here. The more I look at it, the more my break even is way too fucking close. Way too close of a break even unless we come down for a much steeper bottom wick. But like even these wicks here, right, that I'm looking like where price has rejected in the past for break even points, I am 15 pips across and there's 3 or 4 points within this level. So no, I'm not gonna take a buy stop there. It can push up I mean, it still looks good, like it's gonna push up. I mean, that still looks good. Holy shit. Well, I guess I missed that. That hit the break-even point. The cat heard you say pussy, so there it is. Just retested that 30 open. That's too fast to take that money printer on the 1 minute. That was too fucking fast. Yeah, I saw Nas pushing back up. I saw it pushing back up. I would have had to sit through 29 pips of drawdown on 3 positions, which would have been like 90 pips to come out on top there. Would it have been a good choice? Maybe. But what does this account say? 50.4. I'm still at break even at the same position I was entering this week. So from Sunday to now, I'm in the same boat, which is good news. No more, no less. Eddie, love you or streaming. Thank you for the knowledge. Hermano, proud of you being real and honest. God knows. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. I really, 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 really appreciate you, dog. Yeah, bro. You know, you have no idea how many times I asked about you, bro. Yo, where's Santos? I haven't talked to him in a while. I haven't seen him in a while. And then you pulled up. And then you pulled up, bro. Life happens, bro. Don't worry. Shit happens. You know what I mean? Life is a bitch. Life is a beach. And we're just playing in the sand, bro. So this is XAU's daily high. What's this 30 doing? So we just retested the lows on the 30. We created a small bottom wick. I'm gonna have another attempt at a buy here. It's 4 hours, barely got a bottom wick. There's this gap up here. Too much resistance here. Let's let it break out of the resistance, give us some range, and then we'll worry about break the daily high, come down, give me some range, and then I'll work. Then we'll get some work in. Nice, Nasdaq. Oh, that was amazing risk management, if I do say so myself. Of course not, bro. We only forget losers. A rebreak of this high, and we end this bitch. This is looking too clean. Once you get that daily high break, it only entered one position of mine? That must have been like a partial order fill. It only entered half my position in. Once we get the actual break of the high here on XAU, that's the super pop. Five-minute closure. You think we need to retest 2883 before driving up? You mean 2983? Oh no, 2883? Homie, if we come all the way down there, that's the forever away, my brother. Oh, hold on. It is possible, but I'm looking to get a wick to the upside here so that I can get out and profit. That's 233 pips away, my dude. What are you trading off the 4 hour? Yeah, we're looking like we're losing momentum here. Let's see if we can get a rebreak of that daily high. That should give us the pop that I'm looking for on gold here. We're starting to come up to retest it here. So if we get that break of the high here, we should get a nice pop here. The 15 is about to close in 2 minutes. I hope we don't retest 283 before coming down. Before coming up. Yeah, we just scooped again here to the upside. We should see some pushing, some momentum. Let's go. Let's get that push. Are you in a position, Eddie? Yes. What are we doing here in this last minute? We got a lot of volume going on right now around this daily high. Yeah, just be careful on XAU. XAU looks different than futures here. On futures, it looks like a much cleaner trade. Yeah, bro, 93 pips. You're a savage, bro. Call it. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy your night. Wake up tomorrow morning, refreshed, reset. Oh, this came up for a top wick first on the 15. We might see drawdown here. I'm going to be up until this trade hits my stop loss or I get out in profit. Or break even. So we have a lot of volume right now. This shit's just pushing back and forth. Let's see. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not even looking for any pineapples here. I don't know where I would be looking for pineapples here. Yes, sir. We're starting to scoop back under here. No bueno. What's up, Sam? I didn't see your name there. How are you, my bro? What's up, Hank? This is gold. NQ I got out at break even, minus 4 pips. Minus 4 pips across 3 positions. So it's technically 12 pips that I lost on that entry. Yeah, man, one super long drawdown trade is not gonna pussy me into not taking any more entries. We're solid here, my gang. Maybe we get a pop on this hourly. Yeah, Hank. What's up, Kenny? How are you, bro? Yeah, Hank, if you rewind, you'll see me in major drawdown. Yeah, even if this hourly closes bullish like this, we'll still need a bottom wick before a continuation to the upside to re-break the high. So it might not break the high yet, giving us break even. So it might just be hovering here for a little while, give us a bottom wick, and then later on in the session grind its way up. That's what I'm expecting right now. It still looks very bullish, especially with the way the hourly is closing. Unless this hourly dumps last 10 minutes and closes respecting, that would be crazy. How much money would you have to start with? I would start with $100 account and try trading $100 account. Trade 0.05s, risking anywhere between like $5 and $10 per trade, and then try to get the hang of winning trades. Once you get the hang of winning trades, then you can work your way to depositing more money into the account. If you're the type of person that has good money and you can put several $1,000s into an account after you've become profitable, or at least what you consider profitable, then I would put money into an account as much as you want. There's no amount, and you need to have a large account. And if you're the type of person that doesn't have a large account, then you're gonna have to start looking for funding companies to get funded and using those profits to fund your live account. Or to live your life, depending on how you want to do it. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna take another pineapple here. We got a nice rejection off this level. The price closed back into the range here. Let's see if we can get a push to the top of the range. Thank you. I've been trying to start honestly. I want to start making decent money. Well, I'm going to tell you one big thing that it's going to take you multiple years to start making decent money trading Forex. It's going to take you multiple years to start making decent money. It'll probably take you, I would say, anywhere between 1 to 3 years to learn the concepts really, really well. And then I would say it would take you another year to put those concepts into play and to get your feel for the market and to see what path is for you. Are you going to take the funded route or are you going to take the live route? Are the funded rules too annoying for you and you'd rather have no rules and set your own kind of rules? Because there's a lot of traders that trade like that. They prefer to trade their own way and not give a shit about these funded rules. Other traders have no issues with the funded rules like me and like trading other people's money. You also have holy shit, look at this dump. These candles are moving, but they're moving in the wrong way, bro. Wrong way, bro. Wrong way, bro. So if you're thinking that it's gonna be like a get rich quick kind of thing or get rich in a couple of years, I mean it might only take you a couple of years, my boy. You might be that kind of savage that within a year figured it the fuck out. Hank is one of those savages. Hank, how old are you, bro? When did you start trading? Not gonna lie, Hank's a little bit too wild for me. But how long have you been trading? Just turned 20, January 2024. You just turned 20 years old. You've been probably trading for a couple of years, and you've seen millions of dollars in funding that nobody else has. Nobody else has that. 10.2 and funded 64 accounts right now. You're savage. Nobody else has that. I just closed there. So I'm up 20 pips for the night, and I'm going to call it there. I'm going to let that rock, let that re-break the high, let it fly. I came back from drawdown. I finished up 20 pips for the night. So that is 2 wins, and look at that beauty. That's 2 wins and 1 break even for the session. Let me add that. I did take a pineapple earlier, and I got out just now at 10 pips. Look at that. Look at that beauty, guys. The Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq eventually gave us 20 pips of profit on 3 positions, which would have been 60 pips, but I closed at break even. And look how we're consolidating here. Would I have known that this would have driven an extra 20 pips? I didn't know that. So I closed. As soon as I saw that we weren't going to continue pushing here, I gave myself an out and I closed at break even. Gold drove. Gold gave us that move. It rebroke the high. So honestly, I am done for the night. I am up 20 pips for the session. What day is today? Today is the 12th. Tomorrow is going to be the 13th. It's a new day. Oh yeah, the pineapple's not gonna show on the screen. It's gonna merge the positions together. So, you see here, I took the entry. Here's the second pineapple, and then here's the closure. So you'll see, I took the entry here on this candle. I took the next pineapple here on this candle, and I closed the pineapple here on this candle. If it wasn't for this hourly closing right now in 1 minute, I would have a buy stop at the break of the highs. If it wasn't for this hourly closing right now, I would have another buy stop. $20 pips. Nice, bro. Nice, bro. I'm happy for you, bro. See this? I wanted to take a pineapple here, but that would have been a break-even trade. Then this pineapple was actually much, much cleaner, confirmed. We were actually breaking into range with the closure. Bam on the entry. Yeah, I really want to take a break of the high here. But knowing this 30 is about to close, this hourly is about to close. Damn, it's gonna run without me. Ten seconds. We're so close to breaking that high. Hourly. Boom. Now, break that high again. The entry might be here for me instead of... We didn't officially re-break the daily high here on gold. What's going on here? I think that once that high is broken, bro, this shit's either gonna flush or it's gonna fucking fly. Yeah, I'm gonna give it another couple minutes. Let's see what this first 5-minute closure does. There's a monthly pivot at 29.09 that's making it hard to break this high. A monthly pivot at 29.09. That makes a lot of sense. Let's see here from the second attempt of the hourly low if it'll come up. Yeah, this thing is just dumping. If we start to break past these lows, then I'm not interested. Yeah, not interested. I'm gonna call it a day right there. So I hope you guys learned a little bit of risk management today. Beautifully got out of the pineapple here before price started dumping on us. We got out in profit on the pineapple. We got out at break even here on this entry. We had an entry here. We had another entry at this low here. We had another entry at this low here. So once we tap this first white line, entry. Once we tap this second white line, entry, and we closed here. I think we saw like 4 pips of profit, and it pulled back minus 4 pips. So break even. Fuck it. But yeah, man, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful session tonight. Break even on this, plus 10 on the first gold trade. So for the session, we're up 20 pips. So have a good night, everybody. I appreciate you guys for showing up, for coming on to Zoom, and hanging out with me, watching me sit through some drawdown. I tried to remain as stoic as I could for you guys. I held it the fuck down. And we got out, and we made it out. I appreciate you guys. Have a good night.
Down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up like my name Lazarus. No Satan gon' be mad at this. I had to ask my dad if it's okay to swing my bat at this. He said, boy, if I picture this out of the park, moving so quick it's like they stuck in park. They see the numbers, but I see the heart. 10,000 hours you spit in the dark, putting in